Shia Muslims. And out of their discussions, he attempted to formulate a simple belief in God, a doctrine of right conduct which strangely echoes Ashoka, even though Akbar knew nothing of him, and nor, it seems, of Buddhism. Akbar was even prepared to acknowledge the rightness of the case for vegetarianism, although as a good meat-eating mogul, that was one aspect that he couldn't fulfill in his personal life. One of his friends at court said that Akbar had the one quality which makes a ruler truly great, namely the capacity to meet people of whatever rank or whatever religion with the same eye of favor. His tolerance would be remarkable even today, I think. But in the 16th century, Western Europe, for example, was torn apart by religious wars, with unspeakable cruelties being done to people in the name of God. Akbar's noble ideals were, of course, doomed to failure. But his insight into the Indian predicament was not lost on Pandit Nehru in the 1940s, nor on Mahatma Gandhi, who insisted that all religions are true. Here in Fatehpur Sikri, at the Gate of Victory, this great son of a great Muslim dynasty left us this epitaph. Jesus, peace be on him, said this: "The world is a bridge. Cross it, but build no house upon it. The world endures for but an hour. Spend it in devotion. The rest is unseen."
Akbar's city of dreams was deserted because of lack of water. Today, Fatehpur Sikri lies high and dry on its ridge near Agra. His empire had created a unified state, giving the same rights to Muslim and Hindu. An empire of the sword had succumbed to the empire of the spirit. Now it has become clear to me, Akbar wrote, that in our troubled world, so full of contradictions, it cannot be wisdom to assert the unique truth of one faith over another. The wise person makes justice his guide and learns from all. Perhaps in this way, the door may be opened again, whose key has been lost. In the far south of India, a verdant and fecund land of temples, the Tamils escaped the full Muslim impact, and here the ancient Hindu vision of unity survived. From ancient times, the Tamil shore was frequented by Greek and Roman traders. Here, said their poets, beautiful great ships of the Greeks bearing gold came splashing on the white foam to return laden with spices. And in their turn, the Tamils would later spread Hindu culture as far as Java and Cambodia. The Tamils left brilliant legacies in poetry, painting and sculpture. But their finest creations were in bronze. Among their masterpieces is this image of Shiva. The wild god of prehistory is here transformed by the Tamil sensibility into a sinuous and sensuous cowherd with a turban of snakes. This was cast in one piece in 1011, 400 years before Donatello in Florence. There'd been nothing like it since the ancient Greeks. But perhaps the most beautiful of all Tamil bronzes is this portrayal of the dual nature of divinity, male and female, in one body. This is the soft girl, said the Tamil poet, his body the colour of sea coral, and hers the glow of fire, united in their essence. The cultural centre of the Tamils from ancient Greek times was Madurai, the splendid temple with its tall towers, as their poets sang. The city where no temple stands, they thought, was no city, but a mere wilderness. And as if to prove their point, they created some of the most extraordinary religious buildings on the planet. The Tamils exemplify India's search for unity and diversity. They're separate from the north by race and language. Their temples strongholds of loyalty to their own region, culture and local deities. Even their architecture is a testimony to teeming multiplicity of gods, of imagination itself. And yet, Tamil culture is united to Mother India through the search for the eternal Dharma, the law of human righteousness, and the universal vision of human existence, which the great tradition of India has always sought. The Tamils have also remained loyal to India's primordial maternal roots. The chief deity here in Madurai is the great goddess, the female principle in creation, long supplanted in the West by the male gods of monotheism. And here, perhaps, lies the solution to the unsolved mystery of Mohenjo-Daro and the Indus cities. For it may be that the dark-skinned Tamils are the distant descendants of that civilization. And in their ancient rituals, at however great a distance, there is a still living connection. Once a year, the image of the goddess is taken to the banks of a sacred lake to celebrate her marriage to Shiva. There, she and her consort